friends, this is Naruttama Sharma from Birla Public School, Pilani. I am continuing with the topic tens and hundreds for class 5, and let's discuss the topic today, conversion of fractions to decimals. So here we are going to learn the fractions to decimals conversion. Before starting the conversion, we should have the introduction that when do we use fractions in our daily life. These are few examples like in the cooking or in recipe. Like here there is a 2/3 cup of milk. And whenever suppose we are telling the time like 1/4 after 5, or it also means a quarter after 5. Whenever we are measuring the length, for example 5 holes 1/8 inches of length. And whenever we are reading the music like half note, 1.5 note or 2/3 note, etc. We may think of some other uses where we are using the fractions in our daily life. Now fractions, decimals and percentages, they all are interrelated. So let's first discuss few examples where we are using the decimals in our daily life. First example is of the weight. Whenever we are measuring the weight, we use the concept of decimals to find the exact weight. For example, 45.23 kgs. And in case of prices also we use decimals. For example, 93 rupees 50 paise. In sports also we are using decimals. For example, the average runs is 76.3 for a particular player. Whenever we are measuring the fuel amount, then also we are using the decimals. For example, 18.8 liters of the fuel. Where else do we see decimals? There are many more places or more situations in our daily life where we are using the decimals. So you all have to think of few more examples. Now let's come on to the topic, that is changing fractions to decimals. Now what is a fraction? A fraction is formed by two numbers, a top number, the numerator, over a bottom number, the denominator. Here there is one example of a fractional number 3/4. In this the numerator is 3 and the denominator is 4. Or we may say 3 parts out of 4 wholes. That means a whole is divided into 4 parts and we are taking the 3 parts. The proper fractions like this one represent the numbers that are less than 1. And now let's come on the topic decimals. The decimals, they are related to fractions because they also represent the numbers that are less than 1. Now let's discuss how we may convert a fraction to decimals. We may convert a fraction to decimals by dividing the numerator with the denominator. Let's check out how it happens. Suppose there is an example, we have to turn 3/4 into decimals. So to turn 3/4 into decimals, or to convert this fraction 3/4 into decimals, we need to divide the numerator, that is 3, by the denominator, that is by 4. Let's check out. Now see, suppose we divide 3/4. So 3 is less than 4. So it will go 0 times and we'll take the next number also. So we will consider it 30. So 4 sevens are 28. So then we will do the subtraction. 30 minus 28 will be 2. Again we will write a 0 here in front of 2. So it will be 20. So we will divide again. Now how many times will it go? It will go 4 times. 4 5s are 20. So when we were doing the conversion of 3/4 into decimals, here you can see 3/4, when it is converted into decimals, it will be 0.75. So 3/4 in decimals will be equal to 0.75. There can be a hint that we may think of a fraction bar, this fraction bar, as a division symbol. So we may remember that whenever we need to convert a fraction into decimal, we have to divide the numerator by the denominator. Now let's see what will be the decimal form of 3 wholes 3/4. It will be 3.75. As we have already seen 3/4 converting into decimals in the previous slide, it was 0.75. And this is 3 wholes 3/4. So 3 will be as it is, it will be added to 0.75. So 3 wholes 3/4 in decimals will be 3.75. Now let's change another number 5 wholes 2 by 3 into a decimal. Same. We have to remember that the whole number will be staying like this only. 5 will be left as it is and we need to divide 2 by 3. So let's see, when we are dividing 2 by 3, as we already know 2 is smaller than 3, so we will place a decimal point and then we will place a 0. So now we will do the division. 3 6 are 18. So then we will do a subtraction also. 20 minus 18 will be 2. Now because already there is a decimal point, so we may place a 0 next to 2. It will be 20. So 3 6 are 18. Again we will do the subtraction. As we already know, this process will be continued. Again and again the remainder will be 2. So this 6 will be continuing. So at this point we may see the division problem never end and the 6 will keep on repeating. So 5 wholes 2 by 3 will be 5.6 bar. What is the meaning of this bar? This bar means 6 is keeping on repeating. Now there is a time to show your own talent. There are 8 problems given to you and you all are supposed to convert these fractions into the decimals. In the next slide there are answers also. So here are the answers and I hope you all enjoyed the video and you have understood the concept of conversion of fractions to the decimals. Thank you very much.